Let's talk about electrodes for a minute, and wires. So, consumables, things like that. So when you're looking on here, we got pretty much in the rack, we got our L35 hard wire. And if you're ever wondering how to figure out what that is, you can look right on here, and it's AWS A5.18. That's the specification. The classification is ER70S-6. Now that's the same for, I mean, it's always like that. It'll show you like the specification and the classification on any one of the wires and electrodes. So for instance, let's look at one of these 6010s for a second. So if you're looking on here, AWS A5.1, that's the specification. And then this is just a Lincoln's name, or for this particular rod. But if you're looking right here, E6010, that's your classification. So it's like that for everyone, whether it's an E6013, E6011. And then sizes are always, whether they're 3/32 or 1/8 inch. Now here we have dual shield. This is if you're using gas shielded flux core. And the same thing here, it'll give the identification throughout there. But these are just trade names. However, if you're trying to look at what the rod is, so we use all Lincoln's electrodes. So we have a book. We have books sitting over here all the time to show, like you can open it up. Like let's come in here and we'll look at one. Let's just get, let's see here. Let's look at, right here, the one we just talked about. Fleet Weld 5P Plus. It tells you what's in the material in the flux. It's a low carbon steel rod. It shows you the specification, classification, and then here's all the what's in the rod and all the mechanical properties, composition, and then it comes down here and it'll tell you the polarities you can run, DC positive, DC negative, and then it'll show you the amperage for whatever size rod you have. So if you have an 1/8 inch welding rod, DC positive, electrode positive is 75 to 135 amps. So that's why we leave these books here. Now, however, if you're wondering for safety, and you're wondering like what kind of things are there in there, we have this, and it's got all of our welding rod information right in here, the safety data sheets. So you just pick out whatever welding rod you're using, and it'll talk to you about what's in that rod and what the dangers are or precautions, how to make sure. I mean, obviously we tell our students anytime, you just never make sure that you're over top of the weld. You put the hood down and let it suck the fumes in. So, but there's still always, if you want to have any information, it's right there. Then we have aluminum wire. We have all our different stuff. Now if you come around the corner, these rods are not meant to be in a rod box, so when we take them out, like you got your E6010, 6011, 6013, all those kind of rods, they're just rods that are meant to be in a dry, safe place. Now, so that's why we all have them here. And you can grab them with your hand, just like I'm showing you right here. You can grab them with your hand, and nice and cool. Now, however, I got my gloves on for a reason, because you're going to put your glove on. If you're going to go get a welding rod like a E7018, that's a low hydrogen rod, so we want to make sure that we bake any of the moisture out of it. So come on down to the rod box. For low hydrogen only. So oven temperature 250 degrees Fahrenheit minimum. So it's hot. So when you're reaching in here, you're looking for your welding rods, you got to have your gloves on, and then then there's no problem. You never want to reach in this rod box without your gloves. It can burn your hands. So this is very hot. You want to make sure you're protected. So always have to have gloves on when you're reaching in here. Now, that's for low hydrogen welding rod. That's what this is, a rod box. It's an oven to keep it warm, make sure it stays dry and no moisture. Now I'm going to take you over and show you where we have the TIG wire. So come on over here. Here's all of our TIG wires, and they're all listed. So like there's a few welding rods down here too, because of the class down here. They just got some of their dry welding rods down here. They don't have to be in a rod box. But let's say you're looking for 308. So this is all of our TIG wire. This is ER70S-6. So all the different TIG wires are here listed. 309 if you're doing stainless to carbon. So like I said, TIG wire is also just something that just needs to stay in a nice dry area. You don't have to put that in a rod box either. So this is where our TIG wires are. Alright? So if you got any more questions about electrodes or any issue like that, or you're having a problem with one of them, come and let one of the instructors know. We'll make sure you know exactly where to get one at, and you have the right one for the right job. Because whatever metal you're welding, the welding rod has to match. That's what's going to be. Welding is actually putting the metal together. It's not like solder, where solder is just bonding two pieces together. Welding, you're actually taking one piece of metal and putting it with another. Well, the welding rod has to match because it's all becoming one. All right?